Now, if you've been interested to join T-Mobile, Sprint, and especially Metro by T-Mobile, you need to watch this video because today's phone will blow your mind with how much specs it has, and this is Variety Stick. Give me thumbs up and let's find out. Now, for those who don't know, Metro by T-Mobile offer the OnePlus in-theory for absolutely free if you switch from different provider except T-Mobile brands. You can come from Verizon, you can come from like a TracFone brands and be qualified to get this phone for absolutely free. Considering this phone costs you as retail price, if you want to purchase the phone unlocked for $279, which is in my opinion still affordable price for those people who want to buy the phone unlocked. And even if you're not a switcher, Metro, they will give you the phone for only $19 if you just start a new service. That means you start a new activation with Metro, the phone will cost you only $19, and this also great price for this phone. Now, if you want to know why I'm saying this is a great price, let's go ahead and have a quick look on the main specification. Starting with the display, we have IPS LCD with 120 Hz refresh rate, the size screen 6.7, screen to body ratio 87%, which is considered great in my opinion, and the amount of PPI 391 with full high definition 1080p, which is great for the display specs. Moving to the operating system, we have Android 13, which is the latest on the market as of recording this video, with Oxygen OS, which is customized operating system from OnePlus. Moving to the processor, we have Snapdragon 695 mid-range processor, octa-core with GPU Adreno 619. Now, the phone internal memory 128 gigs, UFS 2.2 version, which is give you a quick transition between one app to another. That because this chip for the memory is very quick. The phone also has 8 gigs of RAM, which is considered a great amount of RAM, so it helps you to have multiple apps open at the same time. Now, for the main back camera, we have 108 megapixel, we have 2 megapixel for macro and 2 depth sensor. We don't have ultra wide, unfortunately. The phone has capability to record video 1080 at 30 fps, which is kind of disappointing for the camera a little bit, and the aperture of the back camera on the main sensor 1.7, which has helped the phone to take good pictures even if you have low light situation. I'm looking to test this camera later on in this video. The front facing camera 16 megapixel, also the capability for the video will be the same thing. Now take this, the battery size is 5000 milliamp with 50 watt of a quick charging, including in the box, which is always nice to see. Now, after reviewing all the main specification, let's go ahead and have a quick look on the box and what's inside the box. So we're gonna unbox the phone. So it's gonna be the model of the phone. In theory, I don't know why they have it tripled. And also we're gonna have some information about OnePlus and Android operating system and the carriers, and on the side we're gonna have the name of the phone, which is a long name. It's called OnePlus Nord N30, and this phone, by the way, is 5G capable. Let's go ahead and crack this big box open and take the first look on the phone. So we have a lid here. By removing this, we're gonna see, I like OnePlus, the unboxing experience is great, everything is nice and organized. So we're gonna have this envelope, it has maybe just the quick start guide menu, some information, it's not that important. Also, we're gonna see the phone wrapped in paper this time around. Let's just take it out and have a quick look on the phone. Beautiful device with the shiny glossy finish, and this is, by the way, plastic, also the frame plastic. And we're gonna have also the fingerprint power dedicated on the same key. On the other side we're gonna have the volume control, the SIM tray, and from the bottom we're gonna have a speaker, microphone, USB-C, and a headphone jack. And by the way, this phone provides stereo speaker. Also, one of the things they've been tested, the speaker, and the speaker provide high quality sound system, which is also, I'm looking to test this out later on. Let me set this beautiful phone on the table and just move to the other content, and we have this big chunky wall brick, and that's supposed to be 50 watt of a quick charging. So you guys gonna expect to fully charge this phone within 1 hour, and this is great in my opinion. Also, we're gonna have USB-A to USB-C, nice elegant long cable from OnePlus, and I believe that was it for the box and the content in the box. So we're gonna move back to the phone, and this phone also from the first feeling, I feel it's kind of a little bit slippery, and I hope that the fingerprint is not magnet, but as you guys can see, everything is very magnet on the back of the phone. So highly recommend to have a phone case, because the phone is not going to look nice in your hands, but the phone feels super premium in the hands. As always guys, we're gonna turn the phone on, play with the phone, test games, test the camera, and we're gonna come back with more detailed information, so stay tuned.
2,000 years later.
Now, after spending some time with the phone, let me kick off with the design and build construction. No doubt that the phone feels premium in the hands, despite the fact the phone made out of plastic, and the main issue that the phone is very fingerprint magnet, and because the back of the phone is shiny. But the look of the phone is nice. Also, the fingerprint on this phone work flawless. I didn't have any issue or whatsoever. And also good news for people like the sound system. This phone provides very good sound system. I was fully satisfied. As I said, I didn't have much problems about the design and build construction except the fingerprint. Also, the grip of the phone is very nice and makes you feel comfortable. I highly recommend to grab a phone case so that way you don't need to see these smudges. Now for the operating system, the phone has the latest Android 13 with Oxygen OS 13.1, which is customized operating system for OnePlus. Normally OnePlus cares about any future updates, which is always good to see. The phone very close to Android stock, as you guys can see, except the way the layout, the icons, about how it looks, also the shortcut toggles, and a few changes just to have a different taste. Even though it's not my cup of tea to have this operating system from OnePlus, well, I'm sure for a lot of people they're not going to have any issues since the operating system is very organized. Now the operating system, beside the Android stock features and settings, the phone has also some customized option. And one of the things you need, you guys, to pay attention, once you buy the phone, you need to go to the settings on the phone and immediately go to about device, and here you're going to see which version of the Oxygen OS, and also you're going to see something very important here about the RAM. It's going to say the phone has 8 GB of RAM, but if you tap here you can adjust it if you want to be 6 or 8 GB of RAM. Now the reason why they do this in OnePlus, just to make the phone consume less power in case if you don't need all the 8 GB, which is, I see this is a smart move from OnePlus. But I would highly recommend to keep the phone on 8 gigs where the phone utilize the hardware and optimize it with the software. Now in general, Oxygen OS offer a lot of features and tips. I'm not going to be able to cover everything in this video, but if you guys are interested, you can give me thumbs up and leave a comment. Then I know you guys want to see dedicated video to show you all the tips and tricks for the OnePlus in theory. Now one of the things I believe I have no any complaint or whatsoever would be the display. We have IPS, but it's very colorful and very vivid, and we have refresh rate up to 120 Hz. Even that I believe in your phone you don't need this high refresh rate, but it's available in this phone, and this is a plus. That because a lot of games doesn't support high refresh rate, that's why I see there is no sense to have high refresh rate for display, but actually it's very smooth transition between apps to apps or page to page. It's actually going to give you a great experience when you have high refresh rates. Colors, angle of view, resolution, it's great in my opinion, and as I said, I do not have any complaints about the screen quality and even the screen size. If you like a big display size, this phone will give you 6.7 inches, which is massive in my opinion. Now, one of the biggest reasons make you think buying this phone would be the hardware and the hardware performance. The phone storage 128 gigs, UFS 2.2 It's very fast and very snappy. Going from app to another, you guys not gonna see any glitches or you're not gonna see delay. The phone will respond super quickly. 8 gigabytes of RAM helps a lot, especially if you want to play heavy games. I haven't noticed any drop in the frame while playing video games like Need for Speed or Subway or some other games. Overall, the performance is great, supported with Snapdragon 695, which is great in my opinion. Now, speaking of the battery and the battery consumption, this is not the ideal phone for the battery usage. That because I feel like the phone drains the battery as any other device. Back to the high brightness level and 120 Hz refresh rate display, and the phone has upgraded storage, more RAMs and stuff like this will consume a lot of power from the phone. But the main biggest advantage, in my opinion, the 50 watt of a quick charging, because this phone will charge fully in hour and 15 minutes from 0% to 100%. So since the phone take a quick charge, I would say super quick charge, you won't have a problem in the battery. And don't take me wrong, the battery hold up very good. It depends on how you use the phone. Last but not least will be the camera. The camera has up and down, especially with the back camera. I realized taking pictures when you have good enough light, you have no problems. Medium light, also no problems. When you have dark situation or very low light, you're gonna see some drops in the picture and some noise. But that would be very acceptable because most of phones struggle when you have low light situation. Using the night mode helps a lot, but you're still gonna see some noise in the picture. They're not gonna be perfect. Also, this phone will give you up to 3 optical zoom without sacrificing with the quality of the picture. If you wanna go more, up to 6x zoom, you guys will accept that picture is gonna be cropped and the quality is not gonna be great. Taking portrait pictures either way, inside or outside, they were phenomenal. So this phone take very sharp and nice pictures. Macro also is available there, and you could get to see details in the picture that you've never seen before in some other devices, which is a plus for OnePlus. And also this phone offers slow motion capture, 240 for the FPS. It's not a lot, but it's available if you want it. And the nice thing about this phone, the front facing camera, the 16 megapixel, I was able to take picture indoor with medium light, and I noticed the picture, they were sharp. Also, you can take portrait or regular pictures. White balance is great. So overall, I don't have much complaint about the camera, but the problems with the video, only at 30 FPS and no 4K. But you guys gonna understand this phone is not flagship, and this phone very affordable at the end. And as I said, Metro even offered the phone for free. Now, in conclusion, if you don't want to break the bank, you're budgeting yourself around $300 to spend, maybe this one of the best option in the market right now beside the Samsung Galaxy A54, at least in my opinion. And if you guys want to see side-to-side comparison between the OnePlus N30 and the Galaxy A54, let me know also in the comment below. I'll be more than happy to make this comparison for you. I love this phone. In my opinion, this is a great device after testing the phone, provide great performance, beautiful display, and also feels nice and premium in the hands. That was very much it for that video. Wish you guys enjoy, find it helpful. If it did, thumbs up and subscribe for more here on Variety Stick. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we will talk to you in the next video.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, gotta